That's right, beware my power. Hey guys, welcome back. First I want to apologize for my reviews coming up whenever I seem to feel like it. I get busy sometimes, I get lazy sometimes, and I really apologize for that. So I want to try to do these every week when I go to the comic book shop. Yeah, so I'll try to do that from now on. But either way, let's get started. Got a few to cover from last month and this month and way back. First up, Blackest Night number 8. Yeah, I know this is coming really late, but I haven't had time. What can I say about this? It was epic. It finished off the series just the way we wanted it to, and we were all kind of glad to see it end. There's a great fight scene if you remembered Blackest Night number 7 when Sinestro took the reins of the white entity. He then fights Necron, and it's pretty epic. Manages to kill him. I should put a spoiler warning. I don't know if it'll matter, but I know everyone's probably read it by now. So he kills Necron, but Necron's death. So how do you kill death? So he comes right back. So now what? Well, it all happens. They have to bring back Black Hand. They have to bring him back to life. And thus begins the White Lantern Corps. And they bring back a bunch of heroes who... I've had a rule going in my head. I guess it's part of setting your expectations low. But I was kind of hoping to see a few characters come back during the series, and it kind of established at some point that they wouldn't, so I was just like, oh, I'm gonna have to live with that. And what do you know? End of the series, we get a whole bunch of characters who come back from the dead, just as Necron dies. Use that term loosely, he's probably still just in hiding somewhere. So yes, a bunch of heroes including Aquaman, Jade, Maxwell Lord, Osiris, Hawkman, Hawkgirl, Reverse Flash, Martian Manhunter, I didn't think I mentioned him, all come back from the dead, and there's a big tearful reunion for a bunch of characters, which is all well and good. We also get a huge fold out somewhere in the middle here. You want to see this? As all our heroes come back. Can't believe I managed to get it all in one video. So yes, this issue is awesome, and it sets up for the Brightest Day series, which should be pretty cool. So all in all, what can I say? 5 out of 5. Check it out if you get the chance. Next up, Superman Last Stand of New Krypton. Now, I want to go on record and say one thing. I do like this series. It's action-packed. It's not boring like World of New Krypton got at the end. But there is a catch. In order to read this story, you first have to cycle through a bunch of other stories, which I can't say are tie-ins because actual plot points of the story are in these other books. Supergirl, Adventure Comics, Action Comics, Superman. And I'm just like, I can't afford to spend what were they thinking by putting all these stories together, all these comics string together? What were they thinking? Well, I don't know, but either way, it's a good read. I don't know, like I'd say pick up just Last Stand of New Krypton and ignore the others, but like I said, you'd miss out on some important plot points. And because of those extra stories, it knocks the story down from, I guess it could be about 4, but it knocks it down to about a 3. So 3 stars out of 5, check it out. Next up, because I know it matters to everyone, Thor 608 and 609, tie-ins to the Siege. Alright, first and foremost, Thor is actually surprisingly not in these comics, except maybe for a slight appearance, or as, I don't get this, a robot clone named Ragnarok. Yes, as part of the tie-in stories, Volstagg has to fight a robot clone of Thor. I'm not quite sure I get that. But it makes for an epic battle. Also, we get a side story that I think is just kind of weird, where Kelda comes to talk to Bill's family about the death of their son. Good scene, good emotional moment, but it doesn't really amount to much, except for Kelda getting attacked by Hammer. And I can't help but feel like this Kelda, I remember when we saw her in 606, 605, 604, Kelda actually looked cute. Here, she looks a tad weird. You can see her right there. I don't know, but she looks like Cinderella's evil stepmother for some reason. I don't know why. She doesn't quite look that cute. But either way, it's a pretty good story, and most of it focuses on the Asgardians fighting back against Hammer and Norman Osborn's Avengers. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'll give it a 3, maybe even a 3.5. Okay, moving on. New Avengers, what number are we on? 63 and 64. Now, I said the first time that the first 2 issues, don't even worry about them. Pretty much they don't relate to the siege, really. It's just, I guess, set up to the siege, and it's the New Avengers fighting the Hood's gang. But here we actually get into the actual siege, which is the reason I'm getting these comics. So yeah, pretty much just ignore the first 2, pick these 2 up, you'll get all this action, you'll get some side stories for a little depth, a little emotion, a little time with the characters. I'm gonna give this a 4. Give both these issues a 4. Check them out. Next up, and finally, our big comic of the week, Brightest Day number 0. Now, after all the money I've put into Last Stand of New Krypton and Blackest Night, I don't know how much of Brightest Day I'll be buying. But I will be looking into at least a few of these stories. Definitely the Green Lantern story. They're already setting up that there's some guy out there who's worse than Necron, and I'm just like, I'll buy it, but give us some time to get over Blackest Night. All we know right now is that there's a power battery that was just discovered in Arizona. That dead man is back from the dead, and there's all these stories that are about to come up. What with Aquaman being back, with Hawkman and Hawkgirl's new bodies being discovered, oldest bodies being discovered. A lot of drama going on. And Maxwell Lord is getting ready to fight the Justice League International. So all in all, it sounds like it's going to be really fun. I'd say I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And check it out. Even if you don't read Brightest Day, just check out this issue personally. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this week. Be sure to be here next week when I try to make my video on time. And I will see you all later. See ya.